So then, guys, we've had a report come out from, is it Deloitte, which basically does all like the figures in that for the clubs around Europe. And there's some stuff we need to probably talk about regarding Liverpool, and it's quite surprising, to be fair, guys. And it could also, it's making me think, is this the reason why they're trying to, like, maybe lowball the players with the contracts that they're offering, for Van Dijk and Salah and Kanate, Diaz, whatever? Do you know what I mean? So before we get to that, guys, obviously give this video a like if you do enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, and literally, guys, down below, let me know your thoughts on this. Like, I found it so surprising, in all fairness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk with, well, we're not going to talk, I'm going to show you this tweet thread from Mo Charterer. Now, this is basically a guy who I've referenced a couple of times on the channel now, even on the live streams. He's very good with this type of stuff, so when he says stuff like this, I kind of like listen to it. So, as you can see there, he says that, for the first time, some of Liverpool's key figures from the 23-24 season have been revealed. The major talking point will relate to the wage bill, which saw an increase when it was expected to drop, right? So, overall, Liverpool came 8th behind the likes of Arsenal, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man United, PSG, Man City, and Real Madrid. I'm going to scroll past a few of this because it doesn't really go with what we're going to talk about. So it says here that the breakdown reveals that the wage bill for 23-24 equated to 63% of the turnover, which would amount to £387 million. This is a £14 million increase when compared with 22-23, and it does cover all the players and the staff within the club. It goes on to say that this is a big surprise and makes no sense. We know that player deals are heavily incentivized, with substantial bonuses relating to the Champions League participation. And this was evidenced in the 17-18, the club's return to the competition that season coincided with near 50% increase in wage bill. In the summer of 23, we also saw the departure of Milner, Keita, Ox, Firmino, Fabinho, and Jordan Henderson, all leaving their combined costs would have run into the tens of millions. We did see the arrival of McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and Endo, but none of them would have come in on the levels of salaries earned by the numbers of the people who left. Furthermore, during the 23-24, not one first-team player renewed their contract. Kwanzaa and Bradley's promotions to the first-team squad saw them rewarded with new deals, but their improved wages would have barely registered as a blip on the radar. Worth noting that both Spurs and Chelsea's wage bill dropped in the same year, as they were not in the Champions League like Liverpool. So given that, many of the questions about the wage bill will now rise, not at least who else was added to the wage bill during 23-24 to result in an overall 14 million increase when it otherwise should have dropped by not an inconsiderable amount. So it was increased by 14 million, is that right? Yeah, it increased by 14 million and it should have dropped, guys. So basically, let's just round it up and say, I don't know, 30 million. It maybe if taking off the increase and then what potentially could have been lost with them players leaving. Where's that money gone? 30 mil. Where's it gone, guys? Despite whatever questions and scrutiny of the wage bill may arise, as a private limited company, the club is under no obligation to share any more details about wage costs, though may choose to use carefully selected mainstream media outlets to put out some PR spin. So that's basically it, guys. There, I'm gonna just leave that there. I don't know how's the wage bill risen. Is it Michael Edwards? Was it Richard Hughes? I don't know, guys. I don't know, but I do potentially think that may be the reason why we're seeing such low offers coming in for the likes of, Van Dijk, Salah, and so on, because they're probably trying to make cuts and get that wage bill down. 63% of your turnover going towards wages. I don't know. It is a bit hefty, isn't it? He did go on to say as well towards the end of that he does expect Liverpool to make even more money this year, obviously with them being in the Champions League and everything and how well it's all going. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there with you. Let me know down below about this. I guess the conspiracy theories are going to go now. I mean, I'm starting one off myself. Like, the only thing The only thing that I can possibly think of is Michael Edwards was hired earlier than expected, and earlier than announced, shall we say, and he got 30, 20, 30 odd million as a wage. I don't know. That's the only thing I can possibly think of, guys. Anyway, let me know down below what you think about all of this, and I'll catch you in the next one.